Hello guys and welcome to Laravel 7 tutorials. So guys, in the previous videos we successfully implemented our blogs on the home page, and after that we successfully implemented the blog details page. So now let's say if a user is going to come on our website and let's say if he tries to access a specific blog, he will be able to see any specific blog related details. Okay, so guys, in this video we are going to work on user panel right here. But first of all, I want to discuss something with you, because for this approach we have basically to implement the user panel or user layout, we have two different approaches, and I just want to discuss this. Okay, so let's move to git bash, and I'm going to run my project php artisan serve. Okay, I have already accessed my project right here. Let's move to Google. Let's do a refresh on this page. Login. I will put my credentials right here. Login. Okay guys, so this is our admin dashboard right here. Now the first approach can be, let's say if when a user is going to log in, we can simply put a check if a specific user is admin or a normal user. Okay, so what we can do in that specific case is we are going to put a conditions right here on overall on our basically on the dashboard pages, all of them, for the categories, for the tags, blogs, etc. We are going to make a blog. Let's say if logged in user is admin, you have to show all these links right here, and you have to show these this type of data right here on this admin dashboard. The other condition or the else block would be, let's say if a normal user is and basically the logged in user is a normal user, what you have to do is don't show these links, but show some other links that we have implemented for that specific user, so that a user panel is different from the admin panel right here. Okay, because we are not going to show all these details to our normal user. These are related to admins. Okay, just remember that. Okay, and the other approach is, which is basically related to live environment. Let's say if you are working in a company, you may have encountered, or you may encounter in future, that you have 2 or 3 different types of role. Let's say teacher, student, or admin. Okay, so in that case you may have 3 different layouts for a user, for a teacher, and for the admin. So because many people were asking me, how can we implement a user based redirection to different dashboards? So that's why I changed my mind, and I am going to let's say I'm going to implement the user panel based on the second approach. So in this case we are going to use this same layout that we have for the user, but we are going to have a different layout for user. Basically we are going to use this same layout. We are going to copy this layout or create a new layout out of this, and we are going to make some changes, like a normal user won't be able to see all these links, and he won't be able to see all these links, etc. So we will make these changes. But just in case if you were unable to understand this, once again we are going to use this same layout for the user panel as well, and we are going to make some short changes so that the admin panel differs from the user panel, because it is going to help you in the live environment as well. Okay, so let's do that. And for that, first of all, I will move to my folder structure, C, XAMPP, htdocs, and my project name right here is blogging. So I'm going to open it, resources, views. Now I'm going to copy this backend folder from right here, copy, and I'm going to paste it on my desktop right here. Okay, let's rename this to user panel. Guys, as I said, we are going to use the same layout for the user panel. Okay, so all we need to do is just cut it from right here once again and paste it right here. Okay, so now we have our user panel ready as well, but we need to make some changes. Okay, just remember that. Okay, now guys, related to backend work, I usually do this, and first of all I'm going to create a backend controller. Okay, so I can perform my queries related to backend from this backend controller. Okay, basically we are going to handle everything that is happening on the backend side or the dashboard side right here in this backend controller. PHP artisan make controller backend controller. Okay, just like this, and let's run our project once again. Okay, now let's move to Sublime and let me show you our user panel right here. Okay, see, our user panel is ready. It is just a copy of this backend. Now we are going to make some changes, and to make some changes we need to first see these user panel related pages. Okay guys, so it makes sense. Okay, let's move forward. So first of all I will move to web.php and I'm going to write a comment right here that will be user dashboard. That's it. Now let's create a route so that we can call our user related dashboard. Get user / dashboard, and let's say in this case we are going to use backend controller, and the method we want to hit is, let's say, user dashboard. That's it guys. Now let's move to this backend controller because we don't have this specific method, so let's create it. Backend right here. I'm going to put a comment right here as well, user dashboard. Let's create a method, public function user dashboard. That's it. Let's return a view, and in this case I want to return user dashboard. So let's see where is our user dashboard. Right here in the user panel I will have to look for the right here dashboard. So let's call it user panel dot dashboard. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. Now let's move right here. I'm just going to do a refresh, and now let's call our user / dashboard. Okay guys, so as you can see our dashboard is ready and this is related to user. Okay, now I want to make some changes so that our user dashboard is a bit different from the admin dashboard. So let's do that. So for that I will move to Sublime once again, and I'm going to open this dashboard file. So first of all, let's say a normal user is not going to see all these 8 cards because related to user you can say we can print user related block count, the blocks that are related to specific user, let's say if it is 5 or 6, and we can use one for the awaiting approval blocks count, and one we can use it for the accepted ones and the total number of blocks and something like that. Okay, so we can do let's say in that case 3 cards or 4 cards would be enough. So in this case I'm going to remove this 2 from the loop and I'm going to put 1. That's it. So this loop will be running for the one time only. Okay, because I have put a condition, change the condition basically. So that's it, and I don't think we are going to use this pie chart related to user, but I'm going to keep it for now. Let's move forward. Now guys, I don't want a specific user or normal user to create categories, so I'm going to remove these categories links right here. So let's do that. Any guesses guys, where is our sidebar located? Okay, I think you have at least give it a try. So let's move forward. Layout, master, this is our master blade guys, which is related to this one. Okay, now in the sidebar we have our links that are related to sidebar. See, this is a sidebar. So let's move forward, and I'm going to remove this category from right here, and first link, let's say, would be view site, so that a user is redirected to front pages of or the home pages, home page basically, not home pages. Okay, and we have changed our categories from the link from categories to view site. So let's see if it works or not. It will not, I know it, okay, but I just wanted to let you know. Okay, so as you can see, we can't see any sort of changes. Any guesses why? This is happening right here? So let's make sure what's happening right here. Okay guys, we are using master blade from right here from the user panel. Okay, and sidebar is included in this master blade, as you can see. But in this case, we are calling, this is the master blade, see, this is the one open right here. So we are using the sidebar of backend layout, which contains this all these specific links, categories, tags, etc. So in this case, we need to change all these links, guys. First of all, from the master blade of user panel, master blade, and let's change it from backend to user panel, layout, sidebar. Now it should work perfectly fine. Now for the top bar as well, we need to change the link right here, user panel, layout, top bar. That's it. Backend, footer also, user panel, because in this case I want to use these layout structure like the footer, the sidebar, top bar, not from the backend. Okay, that is related to admin. So that's it, user panel. Okay guys, so we have made our changes in the master layout. Okay, but I think we need some more changes. Why? Let me show you. Okay, so it's still not changed, but we have made our changes in the master blade. Now let's move forward. So guys, this is the dashboard that is inside the user panel right here. Let's move top. Now you can see this dashboard is using the layout master from the backend file right here once again. So let's change this, user panel, layout, master. That's it, and that should do the trick. Refresh, and now you can see, let's say if I am going to click view site, we are able to view our site or the home page. Okay guys, so I hope it makes sense now. That's why I wanted to cover this video with you. Okay, this should be your task, but I just didn't wanted to give you a headache, because I know these sort of problem in the beginning it's hard to catch for you. So I know that. Okay, so that's why I wanted to sort it out with you guys, so you can see what my approaches are. You while debugging like this piece of code, why is it not showing any changes? What you need to do is start from the beginning. What could be the reason? Just the way I started from the master blade, and then we move slowly to the dashboard. So that should do the trick. Now let's move forward, and I want some more changes on the dashboard. So in this case guys, let's say if I'm going to click dashboard, sorry. Okay, so now we are redirected to the admin dashboard, as you can see. So let's change this link as well to user/dashboard and D capital. Okay guys, let's do a refresh. Okay, now let's do a click on dashboard again, and now it is working perfectly fine. Okay guys, so now I don't want this tags link right here as well, because a normal user won't be able to create these categories or tags. So let's change this to create blog, because a user can create a blog, but it will require an admin approval. So let's change this as well. So in this case, for now, I'm just going to hide this blogs link, because we are going to implement the other links, like let's say the approved blogs, the awaiting blogs, etc. In the later part, basically, while with the help of this. Sorry guys, sorry for my bad English. Basically, the other links we are going to implement it with the help of go with the flow. Let's say when we are creating our blogs, when the user is able to create the blogs, then we can do something. So it's not part of this specific video, so I'm just going to comment it out, so we can print the other links right here using this one. Okay guys, so now it's working perfectly fine. Now let's say I want to implement the create blog page right here. Okay, remember we implemented the create blog page for the user, for the normal user. If you remember it, let me show you the route for that. That is create blog. Blog create for the view. This is the blog. Create blog. Create blog. Okay, so this is the create blog view, and once again we are going to use the same view for the user panel as well, but I am going to create, or I am going to use a new create blog page. Why? Because we are not going to show, for a normal user we are not going to show this publish blog link. Okay, we can do that with the condition as well, but in the later part of the video I'm talking with respect to future, because if we do it like this, like using the same page for the admin and for the user as well, later part in the later part when we are implementing the middleware, we may face some issues. Okay, I know that, I know it from the app, because I have been implementing all these a lot of times, and I have some applications going on as well. So in the later part we will encounter an issue, and that will be related to middleware, because I am going to put all these links in a specified in my, let's say, user created middleware. Okay, so we are going to restrict a normal user to reach this links, etc. So just keep that in mind. I'm talking with respect to future. So right here what we are going to do is we are going to create a new route for this one. Okay, for a user one. Okay, so let's do that, and right here I'm going to write route get user slash dashboard, not dashboard, create blog. Okay, and let's use backend controller right here, and let's say we can use create blog, user create blog, let's say user, or we can do that as well, no problem. Okay, and that's it. Now let's move to backend controller, and I'm going to copy the same method from the blog controller, because we are passing some tags and categories, as you can see. So let's copy everything from right here, and I'm going to paste it right here in this specific method. Public, create blog view for user, public function create blog. Okay, and this is just a view, so we can paste everything right here. That's it. Now we need to call these categories. Basically we need to use these categories and tags class, so let's do that. Okay, and let's do it right here. Use app category, use app blog, not blog tag in this case. For now we will be using the blogs as well, but for now tags. Okay guys, so that's it. Now let's see what is the view name. So in this case we are not going to load backend create blog, but in this case we are going to call user panel create blog. So let's change it, user panel create blog. That's it. Now everything should work perfectly fine. And we also need to change the route, the link right here. That should be something like this, user create blog. Now it should work perfectly fine. Refresh. Now let's click on this create blog. Okay, so now we are able to see a new create blog page. Okay, this is different from the admin dashboard page. So let's make some changes, because a normal user is not going to be able to see this option, or he will not be able to do anything with this checkbox, because whenever a user is going to create a blog, it will be sent to the admin dashboard for the approval, for the admin approval. Okay, so let's remove this. So for that I will move to create blog page that is related to, any guesses guys? Okay, you thought it right. Okay, Okay, so first of all, if we are going to do any changes, we won't be able to see it once again. Any guesses, guys? Now I am going to leave it up to you. Okay, let's do a refresh and we won't be able to see anything because, okay, so in this case we are, sorry guys. Okay, I think I have opened the wrong link. Okay, so maybe it's something related to cache, or maybe I'm calling the wrong view. Let me see, guys. Let me see. Let me make sure. Create block view. I need to check this. Okay, no. Nope. Nope. Oops, sorry guys. Sorry. Basically, this code is from right here. Okay, and we are calling this create block blade from the here. Sorry, I got the point what's happening right here. Okay, but I have just removed the HTML code, that's why. And in this case we are not using any sort of backend layout master. No, sorry guys, I'm taking it wrong way, but the issue is maybe the cache. So what we need to do right here on the create block page, we need to change this as well. Just keep that in mind. Maybe this is related to cache. Okay, refresh. Okay guys, so in our case everything is working perfectly fine, and right here I have removed the links, the checkbox right here, and I also want to remove this return to blocks, because it is going to take us right here to view all the blocks, which basically the blog listing isn't going to be available for the normal user. So let's remove this as well. Right here, this one, let's comment it out. That's it. We can remove it later, or if you want to, you can just remove it, no problem. Okay guys, so now everything is working perfectly fine, and we have changed the layout to the user panel as well. Okay, just make sure you make this change, because I know it guys, this is related to cache, and let's say in any condition, if you are going to clear the cache, you won't be able to see the reflection of the code right here. Okay, so just make sure you change it correctly, like to user panel. Okay, let's move forward, and now I'm going to remove some links and pages that I'm not going to use right here. Okay, so for the user related dashboard, I'm not going to see, or I'm not going to use these modals, so I'm just going to delete it. Okay, delete. Now I'm not going to use blog split right here, because a user will only be basically a normal user is only going to see all of his related blogs. Let's say if a user ID is 1, we are going to list all the blogs that are related to this specific user, where the user ID is 1. Okay, so we are not going to use this blog split, so I'm just going to remove it. I'm not going to use this categories blade, remove it. So dashboard edit, we are going to use it for the edit block. Okay, so tags, for the tags I'm going to delete this as well. Okay, and for the layout we are going to use footer, master, sidebar, top bar, and then out of the in the user panel directly create blog, dashboard, edit blog. That's it. Okay guys, so that's it. These were the changes, and our user related dashboard is ready right here, and we can start working. And in the next video we are going to make this create block for the user page functional. Basically we are going to implement the CRUD of blog related to user first. Okay, so in the next video we are going to start, basically it is going to be short, because we are going to put, I will be thinking about it. But for now the idea is we will be implementing the CRUD for the user first. Okay, the user blog related CRUD, sorry for the mistake. Okay, so in the next video we are going to do that, and I hope you guys like this video. And you can see the links are working perfectly fine, the dashboard is working perfectly fine. Okay, so let's move to create blog, and right here everything is working perfectly fine. Okay, so that's it from this video, guys. In the next video we are going to perform the CRUD related to blog once again, but this time it will be for a user. So I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you, take care, and yes guys, be ready. Okay, take care.